Hey everyone, this is Shannon. I just wanted to provide you all this short winter-themed lesson on angles. Here's a slide for you all to print off to take notes on as you go along. The two main things I want you to learn during this lesson are how to create angles and to learn the different types of angles and be able to point them out in everyday objects. To understand how to make angles, we have to understand what angles are made of. Angles are made of either lines, line segments, or rays. Lines continue on forever in both directions and have two arrowheads. Line segments stop at both ends and have no arrowheads, while rays only continue forever in one direction and they have one arrowhead. To make an angle, you can combine either a line segment, or a ray and have them cross at a point. So this point forms two spaces, one on this side, one on that side, and those are both angles. Angles are just the space in between two lines that cross together, or two line segments, or two rays. There are three types of angles. We will start with the one in the middle. It forms like an L shape, and you can form a little box, and that tells you that it is a 90-degree angle. Anytime you see a 90-degree angle, that is automatically a right angle. If you have an angle that is smaller than a right angle, or less than 90 degrees, it has to be an acute angle because acute things are often small. Anything that is bigger than a right angle or greater than 90 degrees, it is an obtuse angle because obtuse means open, like you're going in for a big open hug. Now I want you to look at this triangle for a second, pause the recording, and tell me if you notice anything special. We can draw a little box right here, and that tells us that that is a right angle. And if a triangle has a right angle, it is automatically called a right triangle. In every triangle, all the angles add up to 180 degrees. And with 90 degrees of that being in the right angle, it means that our other two angles in the triangle must always be acute angles. For this little game, I have three winter-shaped objects and pictures, and I want you all to pick out the angle that I've highlighted in each picture. So in this picture of the snowflake, what type of angle is this? So this is actually an acute angle, and you can tell because it is smaller than that L shape, and acute things are small, like a small puppy. Now with this Christmas tree, I want you to tell me what angle I have circled. So in the Christmas tree, we actually have a right angle. We can draw a little box there and we see that the corner of the box fits perfectly. And I drew in a little L shape as well. So if you always want to check like if an L shape or sticking out your thumb and your finger, your pointer finger like this, you can always check for a right angle. And lastly, this one's a little bit harder, but I want you to tell me what angle you see in this star. As a little hint, I would recommend drawing these two lines right here, one from the point of the star and the other on the edge of the star. Putting them together, we can draw what a right angle would look like here. So we have the little straight lines and we can draw a little box. And since our star extends past what would be a right angle, it would be an obtuse angle. If we draw in the lines, we can see that we don't get that L shape and it's actually a little bit bigger than an L shape. The brief assignment for this lecture is titled Angles in Motion. What I want you all to do is I want you to find a picture that has each type of angle in it. So one picture for each type of angle, highlight the angle with a circle and tell me what type of angle it is. Then I want you to prepare three poses for our next session. So it can be something like flexing, where you're forming an acute angle because you have a small space in between both of your arms, or whatever you want, but prepare a pose for each type of angle, and we're all going to get together and move around in class so we can show each other what different angles look like. If you all have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them before we go over the assignment in class tomorrow. Have a good evening.